Hey guys, welcome back to Mobile Legends Quick Guide. For today's video, I'm going to share some tips to counter different types of tanky heroes, whether it's those with high physical defense, magical defense, a huge amount of HP with damage reduction skill, or even strong healing or shield abilities. Let's start with high physical defense enemy. Melvic Roar is the only item that can counter it effectively since it gives physical penetration that can be increased based on how much physical defense your enemy has. The more defense they stack, the more penetration you get, up to 30% bonus with a maximum total of 60%. Next, we got heroes with percentage-based armor reduction like Direct second skill, which can even reduce the enemy's physical defense by up to 100%, but that only happens in a very rare case and is really hard to pull off. There are also heroes with percentage penetration in their skills, like Aeolus with his ultimate's passive, which can be stacked with Melvic Roar to pierce through high physical defense enemy. Moving on to heroes with high magical defense. While it's actually pretty similar, you can counter them by using Divine Glaive for magic penetration item, Nana's second skill that can reduce enemy's magic defense by 40%, and Lunok's passive, which is able to provide some percentage magic penetration bonus. Next, for heroes with slightly above average defensive stats like boss fighters, fixed penetration and defense reduction stats from certain items can work really well, but it won't be as effective as percentage stats on high defense enemies since fixed stats are mostly made to burst down squishy enemies. Well, I won't be talking about this here, but if you are curious, you can check out my other videos about it. Not to mention, if you are a marksman, you can also buy Melvic Gun for 30% physical penetration, and although it's not as high as Melvic Roar, the extra range can help you to outrange most enemies. And to be honest, I wanted to include Cursed Halberd, but I think it's a bit weak to counter those not so tanky enemies. And of course, you can also use some hero skill as well, like from Iritel's first skill or the passives from Harley, Sylvana, and other heroes. Now another way to counter tanky enemies as well as those with damage reduction like Martis, Suyo, or the Vengeance spell is by using true damage sources to pierce through their defense. Start from the items, you can use Endless Battle, War Axe, Sterlium, and Thunderbell to chip away at their health. And no, I didn't forget about Sky Piercer because I'll be talking about it later. Moving on to true damage skills, you can use heroes like Alpha or Export for fixed true damage, or heroes like Carry or Karina for percentage true damage based on enemy HP, which is the best way to counter any tanky heroes. And for any damage that's based on HP, whether max current or lost HP, this kind of damage is the best way to counter high HP enemies like Hylos or Beleric. Something like Ellie's second skill, Chi-Chi's first skill, Roger's passive, DHS or Wishing Letter, and so on are great to counter heroes with high HP but not high defense, because that HP based damage can be reduced by the relevant defense stats. That's why I said heroes like Carry, Karina, and others who is able to deal true damage based on enemies' HP are the best way to counter any kind of defense. And if you want to know more about all sources of true damage, you might want to check out this video. And before I forget, if enemy tanks have healing or shielding abilities like Uranus or Esmeralda, buying life pain items like Glowing One, Dominance, or Sea Halberd is a must. As for Sea Halberd itself, this item will also boost all of your damage output against enemies with higher extra HP than you. And remember, it's extra HP, not total HP. And if you are confused about that, please check my video for the full explanation of Sea Halberd's passive. Now for Sky Piercer, this item can also counter high HP enemies with strong defense or those who get tougher as their HP drops like Gadot or Terisla. As for Sky Piercer, let's say with 80 stacks, it can instantly kill any enemy whose HP is below 12%. For example, imagine an enemy with both 10 million HP and defense. Even when their HP drops to 12%, that's still 1.2 million HP with 10 million defense, so it's impossible, really impossible for us to finish them off. But with Sky Piercer, you only need one hit to end their life. So yeah, Sky Piercer can be a great item to counter tanky enemies in certain situations. And for the third special case, heroes like Gloo or Kaja are a bit unique because they can reduce all of your damage output. So even if you are using true damage, it will still get reduced. So the best way to fight them is to avoid getting hit by their skills whenever possible. So that's all for today's video, thanks for watching and see you around.